Welcome to week 4. Today, our participants are going to have to step outside their comfort zone with 2 new mentors. They are coming to share their expertise on the impact of social media and pitching. The work continues here at the geekspeak headquarters. This is the Black Business Catalyst Project. Social media has an undeniable effect on a growing business. Here to help our participants step up their social media game is Melanie Pangham, business owner and chief creative officer and founder at Rainspark Media Group.
Hello, everybody. How are we doing?
Great.
So I am here to talk to you about business social media marketing. So we want to talk about maybe some of your strategies that you're using today and some of the challenges that you're having. Who wants to get started?
I can go.
Okay, Kanisha.
So I don't have a strategy.
Okay.
I post when I remember. So my biggest issue is consistency.
Okay.
It just feels like another job. So it's like, now I gotta think about what picture or video I now have to create, then write some form of content, and then I have to reply back to people.
Oh, I know. It's a lot of work, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a full-time job.
Yeah.
And then it's not one social media account, it's multiple.
This is common feedback from business owners because people feel because they're on social media personally that they should just know how to do social media for their business, but they're actually different things. So what I generally will tell people, it is quite complex. You need to choose the channels that are going to hit your target audience, and you want to be able to repurpose or use some sort of scheduling tool to go across all the channels for sure. Now, where people struggle, where businesses struggle, is understanding the content that they need to be putting on, because there's a full story about your business. There's a full story about you. The story has to be a complete full story. So not just your products, not just the background on your products, but customer testimonials, maybe some exciting things about the history of why you started the business. So let me tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna be doing a little activity related to this, but let's see what the topics are that we're gonna be using today. Kanisha, we're gonna start with you.
Okay.
What is it? Let's share with the group.
So 2024 business goal.
Customer testimonial.
Something amazing that happened in the last 2 weeks.
Stat about your business in dash industry.
So you will be doing a 1 minute or less video on this topic. So here's how it's gonna work. You have 15 minutes. We're gonna do a little cheer before we go off to your workstations and work on these videos. I will be coming around to help you, okay? So my hands first, let's go. Everybody in, okay? 1, 2, 3, go! Hey Judy, here we go.
Here we go.
I'm so excited. So you got something amazing that happened in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 things come to mind. So I think I want to talk about both because one leads to the next. It's this opportunity.
Okay.
It's the Black Business Catalyst Project, then opened up a door for me to meet the 3 other entrepreneurs, one of which was Zach from Swift Hockey, who was on Dragon's Den. So we got to talking and he was like, you should apply.
Oh, wow.
And I applied.
Wow.
And I got on. Well, I got an audition. And that was
Wow.
like recently. So it was huge.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
So what I would like you to remember is good lighting. Watch what's in your background. You've got an amazing sign standing here.
Got it.
Okay, awesome.
Thank
you got
you so
this.
much.
Okay, see
So
ya.
helpful.
No problem.
Okay, here we go.
Hi, Kanisha.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Excellent. What did you get on the piece of paper on what you're gonna do a video on?
The 2024 business goal.
Ooh, and what'd you think about when you read that?
I thought about, one of our goals this year is to expand our product line.
Oh, nice.
I thought, you know what, let's talk about it. Let's let people know what's coming.
Okay, I love it. So are you ready?
I think so.
Yes, you are. Okay, so let's stand up.
Okay.
I'm actually gonna help you a little bit with your backdrop.
Okay, perfect.
Is that okay?
Yes.
So you've got some gorgeous products here, and I'm just gonna use these to actually prop up some of your chocolate. Okay, so I'm gonna put this back here and here. Okay, and we're gonna hope it stays up. See, look at how that looks. That looks good,
much better.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
And remember, you're going for progress over perfection.
Okay.
And you got this, I know you do.
Hello, how are you, Melanie?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Let's talk about what you got. You got customer testimonial. Is one standing out that you want to use?
Yeah, I was just going to look through some more to see
Okay.
which one stands out better that I can use here.
So when you find it and you find the one that really speaks to your heart, go for it. Read it out and get it on camera.
Absolutely.
Okay? Hey, Zach.
Hey,
How are you?
doing good. You?
Good, good. So for your video that you're going to record today, it's a stat about your business or industry. So tell me what you're thinking.
For sure. So I'm thinking of talking about the breakage within hockey sticks.
Oh yeah, I love that. So do you want to, are you ready? Do you want to give it a
Sure,
shot?
sure.
Okay, let's stand up and we will find a good backdrop and get going. So hold it up, make sure that your face is in the center of it. Remember, your face is what the magic is, and just watch the timer and speak from your heart. Okay, everybody, time is up. Let's get back into the center. Come on, come on. Let's do this. Hi.
Hello.
Hello. Long time no see. 15 minutes goes by fast, doesn't it? Very, very quickly. You ready to look at the content? Yes. Okay, who wants to start?
I'll go.
Awesome. Thanks, Michael.
Customer testimonials are very important to us. Today I'm going to be sharing a few that we received from our pleased customers. A customer actually did send us a review talking about how they admire the creativity and passion we put into creating our products. Another customer was happy to find Tiger Nut and also to find us in our booth. The customer also gave a beautiful review talking about how awesome and delicious the products are. We thank you so much for your amazing testimonials. They actually make us do better, and we look forward to receiving more from you. Thank you.
Nice
Wow.
job. Very natural.
Very good.
Very much.
Very good. Oh, I'm
That's
so
really
proud of
good.
you.
Thank you.
Who wants to go next? Kanisha?
Okay, I'll go.
Hi, so today I wanted to share with you my 2024 goals for One More Cocoa. So we've been working really hard to come up with some great new flavors, some new products, and I wanted to share them with you today. So we are expanding our bar line. We're adding 6 new flavors, mostly dark chocolate, because you guys have been asking for it. Then we're adding more flavors of our hot chocolate. We can't keep them on the shelf, so I'm gonna bring you some new and wonderful flavors like our strawberry white chocolate that you could have cold or hot. And we are finally launching our chocolate covered nuts. We've been testing it out. We've gotten great reviews. Now it's time. We just got the prototype from our printers and it's going to be awesome. So when you think of our box, think of a nerd's box, and that's exactly what you're going to get for our new chocolate covered almonds and hazelnuts. Can't wait to share it with you.
So cute.
So good.
Really good, right?
So good. And you see she's added the captions on top so people can watch it either with audio on or off. Really important to always do that. And I love the addition of the little strawberries.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
so creative.
Super cute. Who wants to go next out of the two of you?
I'll go.
Okay, awesome, Zach.
Did you know over $100 million worth of sticks break per year? That's why we're trying to make a difference. Swift is, we added extra carbon layers and extra layers throughout the blade and the stick to make it more durable compared to the competitors. And other to that, we're charging a fraction of the cost. Our stick is $150 compared to the next competitor that is $400 to $500 per stick. That's why you choose Swift.
Really good points that people may not know. Like they may not know that they can get your stick for that price. You cannot say that enough. You need to say it over and over and over again. So amazing. Okay.
Okay,
Something amazing that happened to me over the past 2 weeks was not just one thing, was actually 2. Me getting accepted to be a part of this Black Business Catalyst project here at Geekspeak, number 1. That just led to me networking with the other 3 amazing entrepreneurs that are here, including one young man, he could be my son, my son, Zach, who owns Swift Hockey, and he was telling me about how he was on Dragon's Den. And so I was like talking to him and just picking his brain, and he's like, you should apply. And I'm like, me? And he's like, yeah, you should. And so I did. And guess what? I got on. I got an audition. And it just happened last weekend. So that's 2 amazing things that happened in less than 2 weeks.
Wow. The power of community, right? The power of community. So I hope that this really inspired you and you can make a commitment to take your social media marketing for your business to a whole new level going forward. Sometimes it's a layered momentum and the approaches about telling the story, the complete story about your business that can open doors and be an absolute game changer. So I just wanted to thank you guys so much for spending a little bit of time this morning with me.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much.
Thank
This
you.
is a great exercise.
Great.
Michael, how are you?
Very well, thank you, Isaac. How are you?
Welcome to your strategy session. It's going to be with myself and Trisha today. We've got a few things we want to talk about. The Black Business Catalyst is all about scaling your business in so many different ways. Your website is one thing, but we're going to talk about your whole business in general. Then we're going to start with the operational side of things. So, Trisha, I want to let you lead with the operation part of the strategy.
Well, I think at your stage, I mean, it's challenging, right? Because you're essentially the entire team. But there are a lot of programs out there where you could get assistance for no cost or low cost. So it's worth looking into those. A lot of them are government funded, where you can bring in co-op students or even partner up with a local college.
Some good points there, Trisha. Let's talk about your first hire, right? And what is the culture of House of Tigers? Because one of the things that we have learned at geekspeak is the importance of building culture, right? What is it you want your company to be about? What does it stand for? And people who are going to fit in that are a big part of that, right? So if the fact that you already know that this person has a lot of food, I think is huge. Right, that's to be as passionate as you are, because when you're not there, how are they speaking about the House of Tigers? Let's move on to the next segment, which we call Beyond D2C, right? So we want to think about how we're going to sell all the products you have right now and the ones you're coming up with beyond your website.
So basically, in terms of scaling, I'm looking at getting into bigger spaces, the health food stores, the retailers, because doing direct to customers right now through the farmers market and through the online sales,
right?
I see lots of customers want accessibility to the products.
Right, so and that's actually a very important point. So there's actually organization, I think we've connected with one already.
Yes.
Who specialize in getting your product in front of buyers, right? So you could reach out to the buyers individually, but you can actually bring on somebody whose role and responsibility is to knock on all those doors. The other part is, marketplaces. Right, so right now, obviously, we're here talking about your own website, right? But you can sell your product on Amazon. What is the statistics? Like 75% of online search related to food and e-com starts on Amazon.com. Okay. The other opportunity is Walmart. Walmart has a marketplace, so you can literally sell your product on Walmart.ca in the same way that you're selling it on House of Tiger now.
It's a great way to take advantage of the audience that Walmart and Amazon has coming to their site, as opposed to the number of visitors you might get to your own store.
But what are you doing from a social corporate responsibility standpoint as a company?
So as a company right now, I'm still working on all that, but basically I do have in mind to actually come up with a plan on how we can give either discounted products or free products to Diabetes Society.
Right. There's a lot of opportunity there.
Yes, so in terms of the supply chain, I had to touch more on Canada first of all, but back home in Nigeria, like you rightly said, I've always had this plan to have a hospital where people can go in and have them get their tests done at a very subsidized rate, and those who actually would need further treatment, to create an avenue where we can connect them to better doctors.
Right. Are you enjoying being an entrepreneur? Are you enjoying what you're doing? Do you wake up every morning, oh my God, I can't wait to get out there because this is what I'm about? How are you feeling?
Being an entrepreneur is like a dream come true.
Right.
Because especially with Tiger Nut, with the products, it gives me an avenue to express myself. So I always look forward to producing the look on people's faces when they try the products. And one good response I always get is, this is delicious. I get it all the time, and that makes me feel
That's a good reaction.
Good. Exactly. I get it all the time at the markets, and that's beautiful to me.
Right.
So I always look forward to it. It's really interesting to me.
Absolutely. Well, Michael, thank you so much for being part of this. We'll let you go.
Thank you very much.
And we'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you, Trish. Thanks a lot.
Zach, how are you?
Good, you?
Not too bad, not too bad. Welcome to your strategy session. A lot of your folks are remote, same as geekspeak, especially after the pandemic. Everybody's kind of hybrid right now.
Working with a hybrid team or a remote team can be very challenging, and keeping everybody connected. If there's one thing I would recommend you implement is a standing meeting with your team. And don't just do it for the sake of having a meeting. Have a clear agenda in terms of what you want to hear from them. And it also kind of puts them on the spot because they know they have to be prepared for that meeting to give you an update.
And you're sharing wins and losses, obviously,
Yeah,
in
exactly.
the organization. Just keeps everybody connected. So let's talk about corporate and social responsibility, right? What is Swift Hockey doing around that, if anything at all?
The main way we're giving back, in a sense,
Right.
is just giving away stuff, trying to help, giving away sticks to help
Yeah.
guys play hockey, help kids learn how to play hockey, and then apparel all the time.
Right. Are these your own events?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So corporate social responsibility, it sounds like you're doing something already. I would definitely continue to do some of that work and seek out how you can be part of other events, right? Do your own, obviously your skate, but if there's other things going on within your community, be part of it as well. Definitely understanding that corporate social responsibility is about brand building is huge.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's talk about beyond D2C.
The issue is why we haven't done too much other aspects is because we don't have sticks.
Right.
Even right now, stores have ordered a lot of sticks and we can't give it.
Right.
So that's why we're not making a push on that end until we fix
The supply chain issue.
Yeah.
Right.
It's kind of a good problem to have in that you're selling more than you can actually deliver, but it's still a problem that needs to be addressed, right?
Yeah.
So I know that you mentioned it before, and it got me thinking. Over the years, Isaac and I have had the opportunity to participate with some trade missions. And then we also helped the group prepare some information about selling internationally for the Asian market. But anyways, it got me thinking about potentially reaching out to that group for you on your behalf. So I've reached out to the folks responsible for Asia. So I'm wondering if they have a trade mission coming up for China, or if they can help us to at least initiate some conversations with manufacturers in China. So I know that's probably your number one challenge right now. So let's see if we can, get some information for you.
Oh, for sure. I would honestly, even last year alone, we turned down $1.4 million.
Really?
Yeah.
In sales?
Yeah.
So that's...
that hurts my heart.
That hurts my heart.
We got to figure it out.
I can see that.
It hurts me too. Right.
Yeah.
We're trying to figure it out as best as possible.
Zach, thank you for attending the strategy session. I hope you got something, your energy is infectious to me.
No, for sure.
And wishing you the best of success. There's so much more to come.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Zach.
Here to mentor our entrepreneurs on retail readiness and perfecting their pitch is Uchechi Ezorike Fosse, wholesale expert, business strategist, speaker, author, and entrepreneur.
Hi, you guys. How are you? So my name is Uchechi Ezorike Fosse. I am a business strategist. So today we're going to talk a little bit about scaling through wholesale and retail. So out of curiosity, do you have an idea, or what are your thoughts on what does it take to get here into stores?
I would say they're looking at sales.
Okay.
And obviously
Your current sales?
Yes.
Okay.
And then where the brand's taking off to, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Capacity.
Capacity, yeah.
Yeah, so if you could handle the PO that they send to you, and just viability of the product.
Quality of product, price point, margin, volume that you can offer.
I'll say they look at the regulatory requirements for such products in terms of labeling, food safety, and also capacity as well, and pricing. Yeah.
And I'm banking on the fact that what you have is going to outsell an item that I'm delisting to get into the place. So this is where it's important when you're pitching to those prospective retailers to make sure you have it, right? How is it unique? How is it different? What is the market opportunity? Because that's the thing, right? We want to drive dollars. So meaning the market opportunity, what is that market? So these are all the things you need to consider when you're looking to pitch to stores. So in saying that, we've got some fun activities that we're gonna do. So we're gonna do some pitching. So you guys are gonna pitch your products to me to say, why would I carry your product to my stores? But there's a little bit of a twist. You're gonna pitch each other's products and services. You have 5 minutes, go. Are you one with the chocolates now?
Yes, I'm trying to be. It's a hard pitch. It's a hard market for sure. So I'm gonna try and leverage some things that she's doing pretty well.
I literally bought on the first night that I met Mike, I bought 3 jars of Tiger Nut and 2 granola. By the time I got home, it was all done. Like I was in my car driving. This is good. It was all done before I got home. So yeah, I kind of know what I'm writing about then. I know what I'm writing about.
I really don't know much about hockey, but I heard Zach speak a lot about it, so I'm just gonna pick a cue from what he said to see how that works.
So as Judy, I'm very confident and I'm ready for this. I have the best pitch ready. So as Kanisha, I'm nervous. I don't know about this.
All right, 30 seconds. You all have 30 seconds left.
They're not.
All right, 10 seconds. 10, 9,
A root
8,
vegetable. A root
7,
vegetable. It's a root
6,
vegetable.
5, 4,
I think so.
3,
It better be. It better
2, 1. Pens and pencils down. Let's type pitch. Okay, so now it's time for the presentation. Judy, you're up. So tell us what product you are pitching today.
I am pitching House of Tiger Nut. I apologize in advance, sir. Try my best. Hi, my name is Judy, and I'm the owner and creator of House of Tiger Nut. Alternative forms of dairy are all the rage right now. The trend is growing because every year people are realizing that they either have a dairy sensitivity or they just want to try things other than dairy. Every year, more and more people are going dairy-free, and the market is growing. Tiger Nut is a trendy new raw version. I don't know, raw version. No, it's not. Its taste is superior, and its nutrition content is unmatched. Best yet, its cost is low because it is a root vegetable. It is extremely affordable. Our current 5 products will increase traffic to your store because we offer not only delicious dairy-free milks for mom and dad, but we offer crunchy granola for little Timmy, and we offer cookies for Betsy, and even you can give your dog the granola. Everyone will be able to buy and purchase Tiger Nut in your store. And so therefore, that's my presentation.
Well done. I love it.
My name is Zachariah, and my business is One More Cocoa. Our business is definitely the best chocolate business in the industry. Nobody can compete with how natural we are and how organic we are and just our ingredients in general. And to that, we're also a local business, so we give a lot of different opportunities for customers trying something locally. To that, our brand is as big as it can be for a chocolate company that's coming up. We've been seen on Oprah, and we're really competing in that natural market compared to any other chocolate on the market that has a lot of chemicals in it and does a lot of damage to the body. Our chocolate, even though it's a treat, doesn't do as much damage compared to the competitors. And to that, we have lots of flavors that you can't even think of, that you won't see in anywhere else. That's why we're so unique as a company, that we mix chips with our chocolate even. So we have all the different types of flavors that you would never see anywhere else. And then on top of that, we're a Black-owned business. I'm pretty sure we're one of the few Black-owned business chocolate companies ever. And to that, we're Jamaican also.
So my name is Kenesha, and I am the creator and visionary behind Trey Souls. Created out of necessity, Trey Souls has been creating and designing shoes for women sizes 10 to 14. For too long, women, non-binary, and trans women have been overlooked in the shoe industry. With Trey Souls, we're here to provide quality, great fitting, gorgeous shoes to women of all kinds. We are, one of the things that we make sure that we do is to provide shoes that is going to make you feel confident, sexy, and just ready to take on the world with our wonderful designs. Growing up, I could never find really nice shoes. They were always clunky, they were just not good looking. They were practically giving me clown shoes. So I wanted to create something that was going to be just beautiful and just so women could feel wonderful in the things that they wear, shoes that will go with any outfit, any occasion. So I created Trey Souls. And with our shoes, we're gonna tap into a market that is viable. There are 40% of women who are in the shoe size that cannot find their shoes. Yeah, we just make amazing shoes. Thank you.
You're hired.
I love it.
Hi everyone, my name is Michael from Swift Hockey. So at Swift Hockey, it all begins with a stick. Over time growing up as a black kid in Oshawa, we noticed the gap between those who could afford hockey equipment and the cost of actually affording it was something really disturbing to me. So I got on with my team. We had to source good sticks, and we've been able to get proper hockey sticks almost over half the price of the regular hockey sticks you find. We can proudly say we've become the Walmart for hockey in Canada today. So having us today in your store would actually increase sales in terms of comparing our prices with other prices as well. And we don't just drive the price low, we also make sure our quality is pristine. Our business is not driven by price alone, it's also driven out of passion, because it's a game that we're passionate about and we want everyone to get into hockey. So today we're presenting the sticks, and we look forward to your kind feedback. Thank you.
Wow. So how did that feel? How did it feel doing a pitch for another business? Can you want to share?
It was nice, it was fun. I really enjoyed it. It was a little hilarious to hear everyone's pitch, and you could tell how much we really listened over the last little while. But it was nice. It was nice to kind of dig deep into someone else's business for once.
The passion and drive, I mean, this is what stores want too, right? Because one of the biggest thing I loved when I was in that role is speaking to, there's distributors and the reps that you have, and they're great, they know the product, but nothing beats when I sat across that table with the brand owners, with the business owners, because that passion and drive that they had came through. That's what I was buying into, because I love that, right? As long as you can hit those areas, like the profit is there, the story's there, the packaging, shelf ready, all that stuff is there. That drive, that's that factor that would say, yeah, I'm gonna put his stories there, which is great. So lean into your stories, because you all have incredible stories. So yeah, I wish you guys all the best.
Thank you.
Julie,
Yes,
how are you?
I'm here, I'm still breathing.
Yeah. How was the afternoon? I heard a lot of activity going on downstairs. All kind of interesting pitches. How did that go?
A lot of shocks, a lot of surprises, a lot of outside of your comfort zone, but we know each other now, so it's good. It's not that uncomfortable.
There was a lot of laughter too, which is good.
Yeah, you guys picked the 4 best entrepreneurs you could ever have possibly picked.
How could we go
think
wrong?
so too.
How could we go wrong? It's time for your strategy session.
Judy, how are you running things right now at Trey Souls? Is it you yourself and?
It's myself full time, with on occasion, depending on what phase I'm in. I have a team that I contract, but mainly it's me 95% of the operation. I currently have, because I'm a high school teacher, I currently have co-op students that manage a lot of my social media platforms.
There you go.
Right.
So that's a start, yeah.
Excellent, absolutely. I'd encourage you to continue to do that. Yeah, until you can make that first hire. And that's always a huge step to make a commitment to a full-time employee, yeah.
Awesome, so let's move on to the next segment, right? Which is beyond D2C. What are you thinking about?
We want to get to stores. It's shoes. People want to try shoes. My question this morning was, where do I start? Because there's so many shoe retailers out there.
So, I mean, if anything we've learned in business as long as we've been around, anytime you're going to accomplish an objective is about, first of all, identifying it, right? And then really setting out a roadmap on how to get there. But ultimately what you can do is set that plan, right? And begin to build out different activities that are going to get you there, right? You met a former buyer today that could literally give you the playbook on how, brands want to get into her store, right? So we're going to wrap with one last question, right? So you're early in your journey. We've been down this path for a while. How are you enjoying what you're doing? Are you enjoying being an entrepreneur? How does it feel to be doing what you're doing?
For the most part, I would say that it has its ups and downs. I'm not gonna lie and say that every day I jump out of bed and saying, yay, I get to put in 8 hours for Trace Souls after I come back from my other job.
Right.
No, but I would say that the fire is still really, the fire within, like that passion, that zeal.
Right,
When I look back at the last 3 years of what I've accomplished with Trace Souls, I'm actually I blow myself away. I'm like, what? I can't believe that we've got this far. I'm still hot. I'm still hot for it.
Right.
I'm still hot for it.
No, that's awesome. So, I mean, we're here and our job is to, really give back our experience, our knowledge, good and bad.
Thank you.
Awesome, thank you. Kanisha, how are you?
I'm doing well.
So with that, I'm gonna turn it over to you, Trish. Let's talk about ops a little bit and maybe Kanisha could share.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to learn more about your team. What does your team look like nowadays?
So usually it's 99% of the time it's me. And that 0.1% is my niece who works on Saturdays for me, so I could have a Saturday off. And then we just recently hired Vanessa, who's been helping me in the kitchen.
And so where does most of your business come from? Is it online or is it through your retail shop?
So last year was a little bit different. It was about 50-50. One of the things is if I have another commitment, I have to close the store.
Yeah.
So because there's, no one else to come do the retail while I go to a conference or...
And what happens if you're sick?
That's it.
Exactly.
There's nothing else. It's just me.
Yeah.
Right?
So you need a bit of a safety net and you need some help. Straight up need some help.
A lot of it.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's students out there, there's co-op students, there's grants. So take some time and maybe explore those opportunities. But I think there's a lot of opportunity out there for you that perhaps you haven't been able to get to.
All right, so the next segment is D2C. How do we move the products, amazing products you have, you're innovating, you've created to go beyond just your store and just your own website?
It's something that I've been thinking about for a while, and we've slowly been trying to expand. We've had a few corporate companies reach out to us for gifting, but it's not consistent. And then we've also been looking into wholesale and distribution. I think the issue I'm having is capacity. Everything is handmade. We had a contract in our second year of business, and it almost broke me because it was way more than one person can
make, right?
And it wasn't like they were ordering 100, 4,000, and I had to produce them in 2 weeks, and I can only make so many per day. So because of that moment, I've been very afraid of jumping back into
large volume, right? So it sounds like, it's more capacity issue than an opportunity issue. And that capacity issue is tied to a little bit of that hesitancy to take that risk, right? Because you hire 3 people, you fill 4,000 orders, and then you're in a different trajectory, right? So, and of course, you're physically limited in terms of where you are, because now you're thinking, okay, do I get a bigger space? And what does that mean? So I think some of that thinking you have to go through, but it doesn't sound to me like it's really lack of people not wanting to buy the product, because I think it's telling already that folks are reaching out saying, we want this on our shelves.
You have to learn to trust other people with your brand and the work that you do, the customer service that you deliver. And you have to develop them as well, right? So it takes time. It's not going to happen overnight, but it's necessary for you to grow. and it's necessary for you to get some sleep at night too, right? So
What's that?
yeah. But stay consistent, hang in there, and you have a community rooting for you. Yeah.
Awesome, Kenisha. Thank you so much. Such a pleasure to have you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Kenisha.
Week 4 is over and we've had an exciting time. Now we're getting ready for week 5. Our participants have learned so much: how to tell their story, how to communicate, how to improve their brand. So stick with us as we go to next week, where we'll see the final result, everything they've worked so hard on here at the Black Business Catalyst Project.